Good evening and welcome to the evening news. I am Kayode Adebayo. Governor Ademola Adeleke has threatened to sue a media director of Osun State All Progressives Congress, Mr. Kolawole Olabisi, over a defamatory statement issued against him. The APC director had accused the governor of complicity in a viral recording by a supposed PDP chieftain who issued an alleged threat to bomb the State Electoral Commission and kill top officials of the commission. The APC director went further to call for the investigation and prosecution of leading leaders of the PDP, including Governor Adeleke, for allegedly directing the issuance of the recording by the unnamed PDP chieftain. The governor, in a statement by a spokesperson, described as irresponsible and defamatory allegations by the APC director, asking him to retract the statement or face legal action. According to the statement, ever since the Edo election, many operatives of Osun APC have been boasting across media platforms to violently rig 2026 governorship elections. The statement, however, noted that Governor Adeleke is not bothered by the rantings as the Osun PDP possesses electoral deterrence with enhanced backing of the people of Osun State. The House of Representatives has asked the presidency to note that as one of the chambers that make up the National Assembly, it is not inferior to the Senate. This was as the House rejected the national honor of Commander of the Federal Republic conferred by President Bola Tinubu on the Speaker, Tajuddin Abbas, demanding that the Speaker should get the title of Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger, just like the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio. The House mandated its relevant committees to liaise with the presidency to commence the process of amending the National Honors Act of 1964. The reps described as demeaning the conferment of the CFR on the Speaker, while the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekereekun, was conferred with the GCON title. President Tinubu had announced the conferment of different honors on the nation's leaders during his independence speech. Moving a motion of urgent public importance during the plenary, the deputy spokesman for the House, Philip Agbese, described as unacceptable the treatment of the House of Representatives as if it is inferior to the Senate, in apparent reference to the conferment of GCON on the Senate President. He noted that in the order of protocol, the Speaker is fourth, wondering why the CJN, who is ranked fifth, was accorded a higher honor. The lawmakers took turn to make their contributions, saying they were not speaking for Abbas as a person, but for the office of the Speaker. The federal government has announced a new fiscal regime with wide range of tax exemptions in the nation's oil and gas sector, while determining to arrest the spate of divestment in the industry. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, said the fiscal incentives were aimed at revitalizing Nigeria's oil and gas sector. The VAT Modification Order 2024 introduces exemptions on a range of key energy products and infrastructure, including diesel, feed gas, liquefied petroleum gas, compressed natural gas, electric vehicles, liquefied natural gas infrastructure, and clean cooking equipment. In addition, the notice of tax incentives for deep offshore oil and gas production provides new tax reliefs for deep offshore projects. The minister said the concessions were expected to attract new and massive investment into the oil and gas and to revitalize the industry. Ahead of the submission of the report of the 10-member Interministerial Committee on the Implementation of the Supreme Court ruling on local government areas autonomy next week, state governors have begun fresh lobbying against the enforcement of the verdict. The panel, headed by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, has concluded its assignment and is expected to submit its report on or before the 13th of this month. Recall that the Supreme Court had in July this year gave a landmark judgment affirming the financial autonomy of the 774 local governments in the country and ruled that the governors could no longer control funds meant for the councils. About 3 officials, including a source in the presidency who spoke on condition of anonymity, told newsmen that governors were pressuring top officials to soft pedal on the implementation of the Apex Court judgment. It will be recalled that President Tinubu, in his broadcast marking Nigeria's 64th independent anniversary, pledged that his administration will uphold the financial autonomy of local governments as affirmed by the Supreme Court. Oil marketers have said that the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited portal used to purchase petrol has been shut against dealers, making it impossible for them to apply for the commodity purchase. They said marketers are still awaiting over 90 million liters of petrol from the state-owned company valued at about 79 billion naira. It was learned that amid marketers' complaints over inability to order petrol, the NNPC confirmed the shutdown of its purchasing portal due to a significant backlog. According to NNPC spokesperson Olufemi Shoneye, the shutdown became necessary to stop NNPC from holding marketers' capital for too long, noting that the portal will be reopened after the backlog had been reduced. Marketers who spoke with newsmen confirmed that NNPC was expediting actions to clear the backlogs as of the weekend, though NNPC did not disclose the value of the huge backlogs. Independent marketers said they have over 2,000 tickets yet to be cleared with NNPC. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission has announced the recovery of 13 billion naira diverted public funds in September. ICPC Chairman Dr. Musa Aliu, who made the announcement in his address at the launch of ICPC's Strategic Action Plan 2024 to 2028 in Abuja, described the feat as remarkable achievement. According to him, the impressive haul is a testament to the Commission's relentless effort at combating corruption and ensuring accountability in Nigeria. Dr. Aliu further noted that the Commission is also developing a specialized curriculum aimed at enhancing the enforcement capacity of ICPC personnel. The ICPC chairman recalled that the Commission successfully held a conference with State Attorneys General, adding that more than 30 state chief law officers attended. He stressed the need to intensify efforts on prevention of corruption and corrupt practices. A witness in the trial of former Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Godwin Emefiele, Mr. Folashodun Shonubi, has told the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory that the Naira redesign policy did not follow standard procedure. Mr. Shonubi, a former CBN acting governor, said there were intrigues and politics around the 2022 redesign policy, led in evidence by Mr. Rotimi Jacobs, SAN. He said the redesigned Naira notes produced by the CBN under Emefiele were not the same as those approved by ex-President Muhammadu Buhari. According to him, the normal procedure was for the Currency Management Department to recommend a redesign, after which a paper will be submitted to the Committee of Governors for consideration. Mr. Shonubi, a member of both the Committee of Governors and CBN Board, told the court that Emefiele killed the recommendations made in early 2021 by the bank's currency department for a redesign, noting that the Apex Bank did not follow the procedures for redesigning the currency. And now to sports. Super Eagles B will know their 2024 CAF African Nations Championship 2024 qualification foes this month, according to CAF's announcement of the draw to be held in Cairo, Egypt. After missing the last two editions, Nigeria is expected to participate in the tournament that will be hosted by Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania in February next year. The CHAN tournament is meant for players in their country's domestic leagues. The first round of qualifiers will be played on the weekend of October 25th to 27th and November 1st to 3rd, with the second round confirmed for December 28th to 27th and December 27th to 29th, while CAF has reiterated the increase in the prize money of the tournament to $2 million. Since its inception in 2009, the Total Energies CHAN tournament has been an exceptional platform for showcasing the world-class talent and quality of African football, as well as its ever-evolving landscape. Nigeria failed to qualify for the 2020 edition and the previous one in 2022, which was hosted by Algeria and won by Senegal. And now to the foreign scene. The Djiboutian Coast Guard has been retrieving bodies of migrants who drowned off the coast of the Horn of Africa, while dozens are still missing. Recall that the UN Migration Agency reported that 2 vessels carrying migrants sank in the Red Sea off the coast of Djibouti, killing 45 people. The International Organization for Migration in Djibouti is supporting state emergency services in search and rescue operations for missing persons. So far, 55 people have been rescued and are receiving medical and psychosocial support. The migrants said they were forced off in open sea by smugglers from their vessel, which departed from Yemen, carrying 310 people on the boats. Djibouti's Coast Guard said the tragedy struck some 150 meters off a beach near the northwest Anga region. Thousands of migrants from Africa, Middle Eastern, and South Asian countries seeking a better life in Europe attempt irregular migration every year. And that ends the evening news on OSBC TV. Please join us later in the evening for major report. Good evening.